I wear a mask to stop me from killing everybody I meet. Do you not read the news?
I keep my distance, because everybody I meet could kill me. Don't you watch the news?
Boom!
That's clear as ship, so thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, and I'll see you next time.
I wear a mask to stop me from killing everybody I meet. Do you not read the news?
I keep my distance, because everybody I meet could kill me. Don't you watch the news?
Boom!
Okay then, so we shall have George and Bogdan. Please go to the bridge and get down what you would need to abandon ship. Yeah? Thank you. Steve, please talk me through launching a life raft. I'll start you off. The vessel has stopped and making no way through the water. The master has given the order to abandon ship.
Yeah, get away from the mothership.
Right, so you've got your life raft in the water, you streamed your drogue, and your drogue should keep you pretty well where you are, meanwhile your ship's getting blown away from you. Especially when your ship's on fire, you've got all your smoke, flames, debris, whatever, going that way, away from the life raft. If you launch on the weather side, the chances are you're never going to get away from the side of the ship.
And you're going to go down with her.
Yeah. And you're going to rub up against it, puncture your sponsons and things like that. Okay, George, what's this? What does it do?
It's a beacon to tell us.
Well, you should only have one SART. We've got their SART. Raphael?
That's something to go for. That one.
We've got your SART. Yes, that's the only one.
MDS radio.
Yeah. Okay then. Raphael, are you missing something?
We've got the lot.
£10, £20.
I left you abandoned kit drill though. You want one of them, Albert? Here, have that one as well.
I'm 30 quid.
Okay. So let's have that. Can you do a radio check with the bridge, please? Channel 16. Right. So yes. What does this do, George?
It's a beacon to tell us where we are. It's a radar thingy.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. Search and rescue radar transponder. That's got a range of 3 to 5 miles. Yeah. You put it. I think it says 1.5 meters above the water, so you're hanging from the top of the canopy. Yeah, and that a helicopter or a nearby ship will pick that up, and it gives rings on the radar in your direction. Okay. What else would we bring?
Manually, yeah, on or test?
Yeah, manual. Yeah, that is not activated when the ship sinks. Yeah, you've got the ERRV up there. Huh? That's why you went to sea. I could do that all by myself actually, I'm a big boy. Size on D, the Albert on deck. FRC 50. For exercise purposes only, we have one man overboard, port quarter, exercise purposes only. Go on then. That's all, copy.
Special tomato.
Jalapeno. Covered with cheese. Pepperoni. Sausage. Ham. Other sauce.
Paprika.
Paprika. Lunch. Little fried. Not fresh. And mozzarella on the top. Ready,
my pizza. It's Bogdan's pizza. My pizza. For about 20-25 minutes.
To me, to you.
Shake is ready. Oh yes. Yes, ready to serve. Okay.
Close up.
Voila.
And the proof, as I say, is in the tasting. Domino's, eat your heart out. Room for a small one.
I'd like you to be hazardous to us.
Sarah, thank you very much. And when it doesn't, Sarah, I'm sure you've got other work to do between now and
Who's put the DVD on?
You will.
You're the only one that's qualified, Bogdan. You're the only one that's qualified to put the DVD on. You're the only AMA here.
Okay, let's take a last brief look at the head this morning. What's going on today?
Yeah.
He's expecting this morning is the
I've just a remote for the TV in the shot. I came from the remote as for the Sony remote for the TV player and I came to the shop.
and you will
Can't do make it.
Seth, if you have an accident doing that, you won't be covered, mate.
What's the fight for sure?
For the last few days,
How long is it? Even that.
I want some of your money.
Alright. It's a low. It's a low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Class dismissed.
Partly so.
You still awake over there, lad?
Yeah, still awake. I'm with you, sir.
Unfortunate.
I'm with you, sir.
It's always the troublesome with kids at the back, isn't it?
Whilst a correctly fitted collar protects against flexion and extension of the neck, the same cannot be said as regards rotation. Your vessel will be equipped with a longboard or spinal board, which is perhaps the best device for immobilising the neck, spine and rest of the body.
What do you call a trash panda? Another name for a trash panda.
Another name for a trash panda.
Yep.
Scotland.
Nicholas Sturges.
Trash panda. Trash panda.
The Yankee calls them.
Is it an animal?
Give me a clue, yeah. The Yanks call them it.
Badger.
No, they're not.
Raccoon. Raccoon.
Raccoon, yeah. Well, American give you a hint.
Yeah. I know, looks a bit like a panda.
Another one. John Wesley was the founder of what?
No, nothing else. I do know that one. Who? John Wesley.
John Wesley.
Bank of England.
No.
Scotland.
No.
John Wesley. I know the name.
Yeah. Think of religion, okay?
Oh. Is it Scottish? The Wee Freeze.
Mormons. No. We go through the whole fucking lot.
What's the other ones? Mormons and the door knockers.
No, not them. Not the Samaritans.
No, not Samaritans, no.
I know you. Now, who was the founder of that sect?
Samaritans, not a sect.
No, the knocking at the door boy.
Methodists.
Well, it was Methodist. Yeah, John Wesley.
What was the first city in the world to have its own fire brigade?
First city in the world.
In the world.
New York.
No.
Oh. Chicago.
No.
America?
No.
Oh, right. Canada then.
No.
Not London, surely.
No.
Glasgow.
No.
Edinburgh.
Yes.
I got it. Right. Who was the first bank in the world?
First what?
First bank in the world to print their own money.
Royal Bank of Scotland.
Yep. Royal Bank of Scotland. Well done.
Chinese invented paper money.
Yeah, but they paid their own bank money. And Hoy was 7 medals, not 6. 7.
Sorry?
Hoy.
It was what?
Cyclist Hoy.
Oh. Chris Hoy.
With 7 medals he won.
7 gold medals.
No, 7 medals. It might have been mixtures of.
I'm sure he had 6 gold medals. It could be 7.
It was just 7 medals altogether. Probably 6 gold, yeah. Well,
Who's the only person to win 5 gold medals?
McAlpine.
5 gold medals in 5 separate Olympics. Had it.
Swimming, no?
No.
Oh, that roar, wasn't it? America.
Steve Redgrave.
Steve what?
Steve Redgrave.
Oh,
Is it hot and spicy, is it? Or?
That's all right.
It's alright, is it? I may try a little bit.
Who was the only snooker player to get the personality of the,
Oh, fucking born Steve Davis.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. Steve Davis. Personality of the year.
Steve Pauline Davis. That was Spitting Image gave him that name. Yeah.
Albert.
Okay.
Hi, when you're happy. Now we're going through to the engine room. Past the gym. Go and see Yuri, the other Yuri. Hello Yuri. Right, so we're going to go through the engine room, okay?
Yeah. We're checking first time here.
Yeah.
Temperature, pressure, and also check it here. Shaft generator, how many kilowatts. And we go now to that.
So this is not the coffee machine. No? Oh, okay.
Okay, now we go to the engine room.
Okay.
Check it.
we check it engine room. Now we check shuttle and generator room. Open water tank door.
Generators?
Yeah, it's generators now. We have power from shaft generator. It's generators, it's stomach. And also we check it shuttle. Shuttle now it's down. Stop. On stairs.
Yep.
And also we check it bridge. Compressors. Yeah, working. Okay. Looking for pressure. Yeah. Yeah, pressure.
Okay.
And finish, yeah, okay.
So we have here emergency escape routes. Just in case.
Yeah.
EEBD, emergency escape
Yeah.
breathing device. Okay.
And we close the door. Now it's completely good.
Thank you very much, Yuri.
Thank you.
Only the great Friar Bobby attained his master's grave.
7 until he died.
Oh, he's already dead. He was in a grave.
Dog with a fucking dog.
3.
7.
5.
9.
12.
14. 14.
God almighty.
The ship's been called into close standby, 2 platforms at the same time. One's close standby for 8 o'clock, the other one for 8:30. So the ship is going to platform north for 8 o'clock. The DC is going to platform south for 8:30. And they've got a 10-mile run. It's good weather for a change, so they should do that in half an hour. Before I get there, I've got to carry out all my pre-entry checks, get all modes of propulsion up and running. We're already on the main engine, so we've got to start the ASI, the shuttle. 2 generators on top of what we've already got, so that just in case there's any sort of power failure, we've still got the jennies will cut in and take over. Failing that, we've got an emergency jenny. You'd have to get us out of trouble. So I've called down the engine room. Steve should be calling me back in about 15 minutes to tell me that he's got the generators up and running. I will then start the shuttle, the ASI, same thing. Do the steering checks, and about 5 minutes before we get there, I'll ask for permission to come inside the 500 metre zone. 2 more to go, and we'll do the close standby. At the same time, we'll launch the DC. So, stay tuned. Hello? Okay, cheers mate. Cheers. So that's Steve just called there saying he's about to put the generators on the board. That'll take about 5 minutes, if that. And then I'll carry out all the checks. Albert's over there. My ever diligent watchkeeper, scanning the horizon for ships, whales, and seagulls. Hello, hello. Thank you very much, sir. Right, cheers now. Right, both jetties on the switchboard. I'll start the shuttle. Give everything a check. Right. We have this over at 90 degrees where we're not using it, and that way it's got this thing called the court nozzle, which is like a ring that goes around the propeller. So if it's at 90 degrees, the propeller's pointing that way, and it's got the ring that protects the propeller when we're off kicking ahead. So start the shuttle. Get some alarms going off now. Cancel them, that doesn't mean anything. Quick check. Yeah. So we've got the revs there. Water in. Yeah, so that can go around 360 degrees, and that's our forward propulsion just under the bow. We're pretty much under where I'm stood at the moment. So put that back to normal. Put this onto hand steering. Got 2 steering motors on for quick response. Over to starboard. Over to port. Yeah, and I can see by looking out the window that our headed is actually changing, so we know it's working. Back to 0. We're on hand steering from now on, and you can see we have got just over a mile to go, and plenty of time to do it in. Always head off away from the platform, just in case you've got any sort of failure, you're not going to hit it, and always be downwind. Coxswain Seth, what's happening, mate?
to move in.
You can indeed. Yes, sir.
Me, George, and Andy.
Roger, Dodger.
Right.
Aye, aye.
Hiya mate, I'm requesting some cover for the south east corner for 4 men in the wake squad, 2 on board, 2 inboard, over.
South East corner, 2 in, 2 out. Yeah, I'll be with you in 10 minutes, mate. Just going to get permission to enter the 500.
Right, copy that.
Yeah. Good morning, yeah, that's just loitering now. Just pull that 5-2 inside your 500. You've already got your work party 2 ready to go out there, so we'll start straight away.
That's all coming, 5 day. Cheers, thank you.
Cheers now. Work party 2, contender.
Yeah. This is where party 2, over.
Yeah, okay mate, that's inside your 500, so ready when you are.
Please copy that.
Loud and clear on 13. So that's the DC. Get ready to launch for their stint at the other end of the field, do their radio checks. And we'll launch him in a minute. Aye, launch when you're ready. Be down there on the hook. Right, the set on the controls there, and you're up there on the bow line, and George will be down there on the hook. That'll be Wojciech on the bow line down there, DC bow line. Yuri driving. Alec in the co-pilot seat, he's the radio man. Aye, have a good one. And he's off 10 miles south to platform south. We'll see him at dinner time. They're only allowed 4 hours away from Davit to Davit, so they must be back by midday. And then we'll launch another one for the afternoon shift with another crew. Right. There you go. Seth, ready for the day's work. Risk assessment completed. Work permits just filled in. And he's off to do some rust removing. Cool. Here's the captain, 8 o'clock. Morning, Captain.
Contender Bridge, DC402, permission to come alongside.
can see it.
Flag off.
The worst weather we've had this trip. Not bad for the end of October. Normally expect a lot worse than this for the time of year. So our next trip brings the Christmas trip.
Hand over.
What's happening, Albert?
Hand over there.
What are you going to tell him?
Oh, thanks, Hotman.
Ship go up, ship go down, ship go around.
Cheers. Windows coming in. Country's bust. My country's bust. Windows coming in. Nicholas Stubbs is still in fucking jars. Like.
Oh, see the P&J. They've somewhere or other submitted plans for a new Scottish national emblem.
Yeah, what is it? A fiddle?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a fiddle.
Some newspaper Sunday on last night.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
Clean the windows with it.
No, I haven't read it yet.
Glad he got an office job, eh, Albert?
How are you this morning?
Very
very good.
fine.
Yes, very good. Yes, yes. Lovely morning. Yes,
Lovely.
yes. Fucking hell. Have a good day, boys.
You too.
You look very serious. Alex. Hi, laundry. Alex!
I got your best side, mate.
Green one.
Fuck you. Had me fucking hat gone again.
Even a bull on fucking cabin, Who needs Alton Towers?
Yeah. Yeah, the joy
was my left yesterday.
You what, kid?
Bit like was my left yesterday afternoon.
my skipper says that you don't get it sitting under a tree at home, Alec, so you know what to do. Yeah, you don't get it sitting under a tree at home, mate. To rescue zone for adjusting for check all hinges bolts. I think he's coming round. He's turning.
C428, we're coming in.
Time you have for lunch. Fuck me, boy. Fuck you up to like.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing, Andy?
I'm greasing porthole rubbers because sometimes we need to do it, especially in winter time, in a cold temperature time, because the difference between temperature, last temperature, metal temperature, and the side temperature, this difference make a micro crack of rubbers, and we need to prevent it. That's why sometimes
you do get the cold temperatures. That's why in the winter you have to run the hydraulic for about 30 seconds before you use them.
Yeah, make a condensate. Condensation, and when this condensate is dry, rubber is cracking.
Good evening.
Good evening, for exercise purposes, we are on ETA. Can I have your location and ETA to the platform?
Our bearing is 200 degrees true, distance 4.5 nautical miles. Our ETA at you would be 1940, exercise purposes only.
That's all copied. Your 200 degrees, 4.5 nautical miles, ETA 1940. keep your location and I'll relay any messages from the OEM for exercise purposes only.
That's all copied, exercise purposes only. Refueling the FRC. Make sure it's 4-star Seth. Don't forget your green fuel stamps. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you look much better with your lockdown haircut, Albert.
No, I don't agree.
Oh, jeez. I'll tell you what, I'll show you some old photos then, shall I?
I like the old locks.
Locks? Right, Albert. Can you explain the new 5-tier lockdown rules that are enforced in Scotland, please? Seth explaining Secret Santa.
I said to Andy, if you draw Wojciech's name out the hat, spend £15, book 2 Wojciech from Santa. And he says, okay, if I get you, what do I do with the £15? He said, you buy a fucking Christmas present.
That's the DC on his way back. He will have reported in 2 miles away. So the deck crew get ready. The captain will swing the ship around and give him a lee. And then when he's ready, he'll tell him to come alongside. Drop it back down in the cradle. Quick check around, make sure everything's okay. Give them the thumbs up, and we're ready. Right, we'll talk you through a launch recovery here. We've got Seth on the davit. Controls, George on the bow line, and down there somewhere is a man on a hook. I'll show you him later. So they're waiting now for permission to launch from the captain. They're now waiting for permission to launch from the captain. And there he goes. Okay, gets the thumbs up from the coxswain. Lift the DC up. Out, and then loads it as quick as you can. The man inside the DC releases the hook. Coxswain goes ahead on the bow line now. The man from inside the DC, the hook man, will come out and release the bow line. Making sure that it's hooked on at all times in case it falls overboard. The bow line gone, pulled in to make sure it's clear of the prop of the DC. That's the DC away. He'll now call up and say it's clear.
Clear the ship side, Cap.
Yes, he'll clear the ship side.
Better, Alec, no copy, cheers.
And the hook man resets the lifting hook, ready for recovery. Meanwhile, oh, hello Seth. George down there takes in the slack on the bow line, ready for recovery. Slackened off again once the DC's been lifted and the davit has been topped in. When it comes to recovery, start the hydraulics here, and you've got this thing here called the light tension. So that gets lifted and pulled back, and at the same time you pull back the winch, and what that does, as you will see, is it stops the DC being snatched out of the water before it's ready to be recovered. You see the drum there, and there's the wire, and it'll just ride up and down, keeping the tension on. And then as soon as the man on the controls here is ready to lift it, he will release this one here, keep this one pulled back, and it will really clean out the water without snatching it. Here we've got Andy on the hook. He both retrieves the hook when it's been released from the DC and hands it back over to them again when they're ready to receive it. Right. We've got George there ready to pass the hook to the man on the bow, the DC. In this case it's Wojciech. George now go forward to get ready to slack off the bow line when the DC is lifted out of the water and ready to be brought in. Wojciech there, ready to receive the ring for the hook. That's the light tension on, and that will now rise up and down, keeping the tension on the wire as the boat rides up and down the water. And when the coxswain's ready, he'll give a thumbs up. Once the man's strapped back inside again, there he goes, and then it's now up to the man on the controls to wait till there's the least motion in the ocean to lift the DC out of the water. he goes. Up into the docking head. Lift up that red line, stop before you get there. And then you'll bring the davit in. Like that. And he'll call to the man on the bow to slacken off the bow line.
Slack off, slack off.
Graham here is going around looking at the windows with a torch so you can see which ones need washed again. Problem being that the guys have been out and they've been using metal bright and also fore and aft up in the Monkey Island round the bridge, and a lot of the windows have dried. Very streaky, difficult thing, and when you're looking from the outside in, they don't look, they look as if they've been washed down, but when they dry, they're all streaked, as we can see.
Managed to get a fucking distress message out.
The Wi-Fi. Could be the last busy day of the trip, Albert. Shitty weather tomorrow. Boat away, platform north, ship down to platform south. Chaps do their best to clean the rust remover off the windows. We'll see how it goes daylight. Our relief ship over there should be here the next 10-15 minutes, and then we're southbound back to Aberdeen. Right, well, got all that, and we'll see you next time round. Back after Christmas. Oh. Cheers now. Hey, well, that's us southbound now, and we'll speak you next time round, back after Christmas.
No bother, and enjoy your time off, enjoy your time off.
Oh, as best you can under the current circumstances today. Alright, cheers now. Alright, Albert. Steve up or down?
Dude.
Steve, that's us on our way now then, mate. I'll start winding her up slowly and just let us know if I'm getting near the limit. Alright, cheers bud. Right. Build the speed up slowly so as not to overheat the engine. Leave it like that for a couple of minutes and then give it a few more revs. Aberdeen. just been relieved. And back out gravity.
Good watch?
Dzięki. Na razie. Securing the boats, ready for the steam in. Make sure they stay in the same place where we arrived and where we left. Freshened up since we come up here, just at a gust. What was it, Albert? Nearly 50 knots?
I see you got 50 odd when you're there.
Yeah, 58 wasn't it?
58. Gusting must be gusting more now, I think.
Gusting 100, mate.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
And the tigers, eh?
Arr. I mean, meow.
Fuck all the tigers, mate. Protector.
It was. Yeah.
That was scary.
That was the time we had both our windows smashed.
Oh, that's scary, man.
Well, actually, it was the day after that. The time we had both our windows smashed, the day after was worse. Morning.
Morning. Oh, that's scary. Was that the time of the 100-foot wave hit the brake?
No, that was way before.
Alright.
That was the 40s field, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Albert FSU. We were actually at home that trip. came back next to it. The Albert FSU, it just had all its decks raked. The bridge wings were bent back, the fucking lot. Yeah. 120,000 ton tanker.
Blue sea is very good.
The middle one?
The middle one.
Alright. We've lost the middle one, washed away. Do you know if the forecast is still worse for tomorrow? Yeah, in a minute.
Southeast. UK, man. UK. We're probably heading straight for the Brock, are we? Should do. I mean, right. I bet you head straight for the Brock and then just go straight to it.
What's on your southeast when you're heading to Aberdeen?
What's on your southeast at the moment? We're in the middle of fucking neighbourhood. It just says once we get closer to land,
When do you get
the land will break it.
When do you get a Fraser? What land on the southeast?
We're going to be coming up to the fucking the bottom left. I don't fucking know. I don't know. No, stop.
It'll be broken up in the banks of Holland.
I thought it was southwest of the, that's what I was hoping to be.
Have a cup of coffee there, Albert. That's a sign that you're not going down for your tea.
That's it. Just a cup of coffee.
Liquid nourishment. Bit of crew fuel. Day 26, heading back into Aberdeen now. It's about the best it's been since we set off, 6 o'clock yesterday morning. Another 40 miles to run. Fairway Buoy, looks like we're going to be at the harbour for about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock tonight. By the time we get in there. Very long day tomorrow. That's just 3 miles from the Fairway Buoy. Call up the harbour in a minute, tell him that we're 3 miles from the buoy. I was out there washing the windows, get all the salt off. I'll tell you what, I'll give him a hand. I'm too good to him. That one's knackered. Bit of storm damage. VTS. Good morning. That's us 3 miles from the buoy.
Good morning. Okay, call back 1 mile.
1 mile, will do. Cheers now. Well, that's us reported into the harbour. As you heard, 1 mile, reported again, and then he'll let us know whether or not we can go in. We'll have to hang around for other ships to come out. Got the azimuth started. He's been tested. That's him there. Albert's out there cleaning the windows, get all the salt off from the steam in. Chaps down there, can't see them, but they're getting the anchors ready just in case of emergency. A bit like your handbrake, your emergency stop. And the other chaps are down aft, get the ropes out. Oh, they get the ropes out there as well, ready for tying up. Anchors, anchors are just made ready just in case. Heading into Aberdeen Harbour, should be tied up for 6 o'clock, ready for fuel. That's the VTS tower over there. He's the man in charge. And Islands. Captain taking us in. Chaps down there, ready for action. Nice one, Andy. Six metres. Yeah, make fast. Andy, yeah. Spring make fast. Take it in. You shorten the spring. Got 4 metres there on the bow. Three metres. 2 metres. 1 metre. It's better touch. Just ready to fuel up. 68 cubic metres of diesel we'll be taking. And that's about what we've used, just replacing what we used for a month or so. That's one of our DCs away. He's going to get a bit of maintenance work done. We're moving from the fuel berth over to Regent's Key, over there.
Yeah, Predator. Yeah, we need 54 meters now.
About 1 metre forward. Got about another 10 metres to go to the commander. He says that'll do. That's us all tied up now. Regent's Key, Aberdeen, getting a few jobs done. Surveys, repairs, maintenance, and then back-to-back crew joining tomorrow and back off to sea again. Homeward bound, day 28, just got off the ship.
And we're all happy.
And we're all happy. Well, we'll be when I get through the front door in about 8, 9 hours, no, bloody hell, 10 hours time.
With the beer in your hand.
Oh yeah, the beers are there waiting, mate.
Nice and cool.
And the wife, of course. Oh, there's the captain. Aye.